Are we live? Never actually streamed on YouTube before. Okay, I need to actually fix some things up. Advent of code, day 2. It's happening. Can't I add a thumbnail? Save. Yeah, how do I add a thumbnail to this bad boy? Let's get some tunes up in here. That's really what I need when I code. Just some straight up tunes. Streaming synthwave music. That's my usual go-to. I want the DRM free ones. Sure, this one is streaming, so it must be. Whoa! Alright, that was way too loud. Sorry. Alright, how's all these volumes sound? All right, that's fine. We'll figure all this out eventually. Can I manage stuff straight up in here? I apologize. This is the first time I've ever done this, so we're just getting it figured out. That's okay. Advent of code, day 1 was a little easy, and I totally forgot about it. I thought about streaming a bunch of these, but then I forgot. So here we are on Advent of code day 1. Let me go into Advent. Let's blow this up just so so everybody can see my terminal. Advent. Yeah, what do we got in here? Let's go into 2022. Okay, so I'd done day 1 yesterday off stream, and it was a bit of a struggle, but that's fine. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out this crazy stream thing. Let's go down in history as just a classic. Excuse me. It's also 8 in the morning here. I was like, I'm gonna do this before work. That's a great idea. Before work. Which was probably a bad idea. All right, streaming Advent of code, day 2. Come wake. All right. All right. So day 1 wasn't too bad. Let's take a look at my Rust solution. So the input text was, it's like these hundreds of lines of just numbers per line, followed by, these empty new line blocks here. And the idea was like, okay, you want to like add up each of these. Each of these was quote unquote calories that you were going to be assigning to like snacks for the elves. I always love that they do these like silly themes. Excuse me, where's my browser? Yes, that one. So each of these you needed to add up, and I mean, spoiler alert for anybody who's doing Advent code. You added up and got the biggest block. So if you added, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, you would get, some number, and you wanted to find the biggest one. So my solution at that chunk was basically I mean, basically, you just kind of like open the file. This was all in Rust. Like, huzzah, go Rust. Yeah, so you were going to just open the file, which is this chunk. Let's make it a little bigger. That's fine. Yeah, you're going to open the file. You're going to build a reader. You're going to, and this was for the second part of the problem. But then you just have like a running total sum, which you'll see a lot in some of these leak code problems and stuff. So you just see, you know, like, oh, am I in the block, you know, basically here where I'm looking at the numbers. Oh, whoops, down here. This chunk tripped me up for a little bit, this line.pop. I had to remove the trailing new lines from these input files because you can kind of see it's like number, and then that new line character at the end there. So it wasn't too bad. It was pretty easy. Hey, people have arrived. More Vim people. Oh, it's happening. Thank you for being here. Appreciate the love. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is my first stream on YouTube, and yeah, here we are. Kush. Hey, Kush. Thanks for being here. Welcome. Yeah, appreciate you being here. Oh gosh, what just happened? Sorry, I'm looking at my OBS now. Whatever, it's fine. Just drop something in the chat if something got wonky. All right, so then the like second part of the solution for day one was, I mean, I didn't know how else to do this besides the quick and dirty way with like a self-managed stack. So you needed to find the top 3 highest concurrent, I guess, numbers in that file as you like added those chunks up. So I just did like this self-managed stack with just a few ints in Rust. That wasn't too bad. This I'll also note this editor is a bit it's a bit rough. It's a bit rough right now. So I don't have my my like cargo LSPs and stuff set up, but that's fine. All right, let's get out of here. Let's what's in here? Let's make dir day 2. Let's CD into day 2, and we are going to yeah, carriage return new line on Windows. Yeah. I don't know, you know, when I originally looked at that file, because they give you like an input file, get your puzzle input, and it's just like, I don't know what these actually are. These could be just carriage return new lines. When what I had done is I just copied and then slapped it in a file, so they might be new lines. It's hard to tell actually from like the web input. Is there a way in developer tools to be like, what is your raw? Let's see. We're gonna look. We're gonna look now. This can't be too hard to see. Well, that's not helpful. That's just a bunch of numbers. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Kush. Good question. All right. Day 2. Here we go. So that was day 1. Day 1 wasn't too bad. Day 2, here we go. The elves begin to set up camp on the beach. You decide those tents gets to be closest to the snack storage. A giant rock, paper, scissors tournament is already in progress. Hilarious. Rock, paper, scissors is a game between 2 players. Each game contains many rounds. In each round, the player each simultaneously choose one of rock, paper, or scissors using a hand shape. Then a winner for that round is selected. Rock defeats scissors, blah, 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 blah. That's fine. If both players choose the same shape, the round instead ends in a draw. Okay. One elf gives you an encrypted strategy guide, your puzzle input, okay, that they say will be sure to help you win. The first column is what your opponent is going to play. A for rock, B for paper, C for scissors, okay? Second column, sadly, the elf is called away to help with someone's tent. All right, so we have a mysterious second input. Interesting. Let's see. The winner of the whole tournament is the player. Oh wait, I missed this one. The second column. You reason must be what you could play in response. X for rock, Y for paper, Z for scissors. Winning every time would be suspicious, so the responses must have been carefully chosen. Oh, that's funny. The winner of the whole tournament is the player with the highest score. Your total score is the sum of the scores for each round. The score for a single round is the score for the shape you selected. All right. Wait, what? The score for a single round is the score for the shape you selected. Interesting. So you get a point for choosing rock, 2 for paper, 3 for scissors. Okay. I think I'm understanding that correctly. It's a little wonky. Plus the score for the outcome of the round. 0 if you lost, 3 if the round was a draw, and 6 if you won. Since you can't be sure if the elf is trying to help you or trick you, you should calculate the score you would get if you were to follow the strategy guide. For example, following strategy A, Y. Okay. I think I'm understanding this. I'm not going to read all the way through, because that would be boring. In the first round, the opponent will choose rock. If you should choose paper. Oh gosh, this is going to get gross quick. Okay. Vim, read me, mark down, need to make some notes. A equals rock. B equals paper. C equals scissors. I can't spell. Don't try to correct me. X, Y, Z. X, Y, Z. Man, it is early. Why am I doing puzzles when it's this early? So what is this trying to say? So, and so if they choose A, which is rock, then you would obviously want to choose paper. So Y is paper. Oh, I see. So it's just like some columns and whatever of rounds. Yeah, rounds that get won and that get lost. I see. I'm understanding. What time is it there? It is it's a solid 8:22 a.m. I wanted to get this in before work. And yeah, doing these early is always the preferred, because there is a leaderboard. There is a leaderboard that I am definitely not on. Man, some of these people. So these release basically every night at like midnight Eastern time or something. I was in bed. I was straight up in bed. I'm not, yeah. All right, that's fine. So, okay, let's decipher the points, and you should choose paper. This ends in a win for you with a score of 8. 2 because you chose paper, and 6 because you won. Oh, I didn't realize there was a 6 because you won. Outcome of the round. Oh, because I skipped that part. If the round was a draw, and 6 if you won. Okay, that makes sense. Let's take those notes. Points. This is just going to be super quick and dirty. 1 equals 6. Tie. Lost. 0. I guess this is marked down, so let's see. Is this making sense? Is this making sense? I think so. Moves. Guess they're like moves you can choose. All right, cool. Cal? Watch you about understanding CSS. I'm an RN now and seriously looking into pursuing CS. Yeah, go for it. I love that. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for saying hi. Man, my nursing career, though, I could do a whole dang stream about that. Ask away. Ask questions away. I'm here for it. It was, yeah. It's kind of crazy sometimes to think about. I mean, that was so long ago now for me. That was... When did I get out of nursing? Like 2017 something? 2018? No, it would have been... Yeah, 2017, 2018. So almost 5 years ago or so. Go look at the video tonight. Yeah, it's a good... It's one of my older ones. One of my older videos, but it's a good time. Is the music loud enough? Feels kind of loud in my ears, but I do have it turned down in OBS. Probably could get turned up. All right. So, whoops, not that one. Man, I also have been on Mac so much. So I'm not used to my keystrokes. I'm not used to my keystrokes on Linux. All right. How far into being a nurse did you start studying CS? Okay, so I graduated in like 2014, did a few years like inpatient, and then I was in an ICU for a little while. It was like a step down ICU / like mixed ICU. And that's really when I started to get burned out. And that was like the last 2 years of my career. So in total, I was in nursing for about 4 years before I seriously started to consider computer science. Turn down the music just a little bit. Okay. All right, we'll try that. Let me know if it's too loud. I could do whatever. Uh, so about 4 years of nursing, and then another like 2-ish like studying. And in there, I did an internship, and I did like I was working part-time nights and stuff. So that those 2 years were really kind of just like dedicated studying time. And like God bless my wife. My wife, oh man, she sent it for me. She really like made it happen. It was so, oh, I would not be in where I am today without my wife. Yeah, it was kind of a long road. Like I also wasn't like a computer whiz, you know, like I just was some guy who wanted to get into, you know, coding and stuff. And I had enjoyed it to a point. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I had like modded some video games when I was a kid. I had built some like silly little websites. So I knew I was interested in it, and I had done a bunch of stuff from Free Code Camp, which like really was like, oh, this is so much fun, so exciting. And I knew that, you know, if I'm like spending time on my weekends, like, you know, doing some coding and junk, then so that's my biggest piece of advice is like, go find Free Code Camp, go do some Free Code Camp stuff, see if you like it, you know. Oh, and here's that input. Wow, that's a big boy. All right, let's get out of this. Let's just open a new tab quick. Let's open a tab this way. Let's Vim. Where are we? Where are we? I'm gonna cargo init a new project that gives us our Rust source code. Let's Vim input.txt, and let's slap all that in there. Perfect. Does that look right? The first one, bx. Oops, go back up. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, so there's our input file. Excellent. I'm just gonna keep my notes kind of on the side there. That way I can like see things. Okay, what's even our task? What are we even trying to do? Okay. In this example, you were what would your total score be if everything goes exactly according to your strategy guide? Okay. So this is where we actually start to parse some of this out. I'm actually going to rip, honestly, I'm going to rip a bunch of stuff off from, oh man, I'm trying to think. Let's go up to day 1. Let's grab this like file input jankiness. I'm honestly just going to grab this whole thing. And that will give us our reader for day 2. Perfect. Look at that. We have a reader with input.txt. That's what our input file is. Graduated in May. I'm in ER now. Just starting to, ooh, man, dude, I feel you. When I was like, I did 1 ER rotation, and it was a long rotation. It was probably like 2 or 3 months when I was in school. Brutal, absolutely brutal. Like and there were many points when I was actually in nursing school where I was like, I want to quit. I want to be done. Dude, I feel for you. Like, rough. I'm sorry. Man, that like takes me back. I remember when emergency room. So like the you know, people are having heart attacks, people are overdosing on heroin, all the fun stuff. It's like kind of a, what's the word? It's a very, very rough, you know, like very, very fast, acute, like things are happening really quickly. Yeah, man, you're doing God's work. you're like living through it. And I have heard that COVID has kind of like been wrecking people in healthcare. My wife is still in healthcare actually, so I hear that. Okay. Okay. So, throwing some time into this HTML Free Code Camp, loving it. It's just real cool being able to create something. Dude, that's exactly how I felt. Was just like, I feel the like energy of being able to create something. And like even just like doing wonky, stupid stuff like this, just so much fun, just so silly. Okay, I'm gonna grab a bunch of this as well. You know, if you learn anything from this, my friends, it's that a lot of coding is just ripping off what you did last time. So we probably want this running sum to keep track of. It's a little different. Keep track of running total to keep track of score. because really we're just summing everything up. We're going to unwrap the line. These two lines is just taking my reader, so we're just line, and we want to be able to read each line. I'm going to rip out a bunch of this stuff. Probably don't need that. I think we will need this. We want to line.pop. We want to strip off that new line. Actually, I'm going to comment that out for now, because right now what I want to do is I just want to print line. Let's just print out the file just for sanity's sake. So we just want line. Save. And let's get out of here. Cargo run. All right, cool, good enough. It's doing it. It's doing a little bit there. It's getting each of those lines. It looks a bit weird. I don't know, because the input is definitely not. Whatever, it's fine. I guess maybe we do want this line.pop. I just want it to look good for a second. Cargo run. All right, there it is. Yeah, so we just stripped off that new line. Print line was adding that other new line, which is why the spacing was weird. So we're getting each of our lines. We're basically parsing the file. Excellent. Now the real fun begins. So now we need to split the line delimited by the space. So that's going to be fun. I honestly wonder. I wonder if I can just do this array access. Can I just access this line? A huge caveat, y'all. I am not 100% not a Rust expert. Hey, DevOps engineer. I struggle to come up with side projects in my free time. Go sounds interesting. Go is awesome. Yeah, if you are interested in doing some side projects, my friend, I would definitely suggest looking at maybe some and especially in Go, containerization stuff, Kubernetes stuff, the Kubernetes community, really the Go open source community. It's huge. There's so much. So I definitely would recommend getting involved in some open source projects. What language are you using? This is Rust. We are straight up in Rust. I use Rust for my job, but I just started using it, so I'm by no means an expert. All right, let's be letter 1, and we're gonna come over here to letter 2. I do not know if this is gonna work, so we're gonna line 0, and then we're gonna line 2 because we want to skip that space, right? So really, each line should be made up of 3 characters. I really don't know if this is going to work. I know this would work in something like Python. First letter should be, we can actually come over here and actually look at our input text. First letter, second letter, third letter, new line. But we popped off the new line, so I'm not worried about that. Might not even need to pop off the new line. Okay, I just want to see if this will run. We're getting a ton of oof. Ugh. String cannot be indexed by integer. Can I share a link here? Is it allowed in this chat? Sure. What is the link? Oh, you're making me nervous. I'm not going to click it. That sounds dangerous to do on stream. That seems like a bad idea. You can describe to me what it is. Rust get string single characters by index? I don't know. Yeah, tell me Stack Overflow. Oh, we were talking about ER. We were talking about emergency rooms. Somebody was chatting about their time in healthcare. Okay, this looks kind of fine, I guess. Let num string num to string num string as bytes. All right. I mean, that seems fine, I guess. Oh man, this is gonna be gross. if you need to index code points, you should use char's iterator. Let's try a few of these things. So let's try, this is the joy of Rust too, is where it's like, yikes, we got to do all this junk just to, as bytes, we got to do all this junk just to access something. I do love, I mean, that's partly why I love me some Go and Python, is it's much easier in some of that sense. Cargo run. All right. Well, those are byte numbers though. So, we could just roll with this for now, and that could be fine. You can have a loop and have two chars input. Yeah. Indexing in Rust is tricky. That's because chars versus, I'm okay with this. Cause I mean, A is going to be what? 65. B is going to be 66. C is going to be 67. X is going to be 88. Okay, I'm just going to take these notes for myself. Just to remember, so this one is 65, 66. And granted, if this was like real, you know, don't take this as like the godsend of code. This is just like so quick and dirty, and I am just okay doing that. Okay. Oh, something panicked. That's fine. I don't care. Oh, it's because the very last one is just a new line. That might be tricky. Whatever. All right. So now what do we want to do? We want to match. This is where it starts getting gross. 21 concurrent viewers. Hello. Hi, everybody. Man, I gotta speed this up. I need to get to work soon. This is speed advent of code. We're moving. Okay, so I think what I want to do is we do need to, just for like sanity's sake, like, I don't know, if line.length, I really need to set this thing up with a cargo or like some dev tools. This right now, I'm rolling with 0 dev tools in this Vim environment, which is gross. Let's see, Rust, check length of string. We're Googling all this stuff today. There's got to be just a length. Oh, really? .chars .count. You can see all methods on string for yourself. Sure. There is a len. Yeah, look at that. All right, that's what I want. Stack Overflow lied. They lied to me. Okay, if len is equal to 0, continue. This will just catch our edge case, I guess. Catch edge case where line is empty. End of file. All right, that's fine. Why not the variant? Num string chars and unwrap. That's a good question. I did see that, and we could do that. I'm just lazy at this point. The unwrap could die if it's not a if that index, which I guess this will just panic anyways out of index. So either way is gross, dirty, and fine. The unwrap would be nice because then we could actually catch that error if we wanted to, and it's like some real code. But I'm already going down this path, so we're doing it. Okay, so yikes. So the really quick and dirty thing I want to do is just like map out the kind of matrix of all possible scenarios where, you know, rock, paper, rock, scissors, blah, 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 blah. But that seems kind of silly. Man, how many actual like scenarios are there? Yeah, how to do this I'm feeling the time pressure because I gotta get going soon, but what would be a like beautiful, perfect way of doing this? I'm not exactly sure. I'm thinking. I guess, I mean, a few matches isn't too bad. So we can do a match on, and I'm just gonna comment this out because we don't care about that right now. So match on the first one, and really we're gonna get, it's either gonna be 66. Oh, this is gonna look gross for a second. I don't know. It's gonna be 67. Oh, 65 starts. Whoops. See, that's why I took notes. It's going to be 67. And then from there, we can determine who won and what the maybe... it's not allowed here. Autorunner will give you the link on Google. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I think it's probably not allowed. Oh, I haven't even updated any of these settings. I bet that's probably a Google Stream thing. NVIM Autorunner will give you the link on Google. Okay. I'll check that out. Yeah, that sounds cool. I've used some plugins like that before where it's like, oh, give me the like Stack Overflow thing and, you know, tell me tell me what to do. Okay, so now this is our case for oh gosh, I'm getting confused. A was the opponent, right? Your opponent will choose rock. Yeah, so opponent picks A. Opponent picks B. Whoops. Opponent picks C. So in here, what do we do? So now in each of these, we need to be like, okay, well, if opponent picks each of those, then we need another match on what I pick, and then that will give us our score to use, essentially. I'm still a little confused on the scoring. Let's read this again real quick, because well, we'll get there when we get there. Actually, don't let myself get too far ahead of what's happening. Wow, this song is annoying. It's like that Peter Griffin meme. Just sounds like annoying circus music in my head. All right, that's fine. How do I do like another match or like I need like a whole new code block in here. I know I did this kind of matching in here. No, I didn't. To the Googles. We want to do a match inside of a match. Within match. I hope this is allowed. Okay, so this is being all like yada yada yada. Pattern syntax. So you're matching. This is essentially what we have, but I need to do like more interesting stuff inside of it. Tell me, Rest. I mean, I guess it just becomes its own code block. Is that what happens? Its own code block. Its own whole different code block. Okay, so... Man, this is so gross. It's so nasty. So now we're going to match on line bytes. On the second one. And... what this is going to look like. Oh man, there's got to be a better way to do this. Whatever, we're too deep. All I'm going to do in here is print line. Oh, I don't know. Woof. Oh gosh, this is so nasty. I'm trying to think of, whatever, just full send. 89 was the other one. 90. Okay, print line. Opponent picked A. We picked. Or this isn't A. This is rock. We picked rock because 88 is X. All right. This should This is probably going to blow up. Yeah, it's been a hot second since we ran this. Cargo run. Yikes. Okay. Arm statement here. Expected expression. Okay, I'm doing something stupid. Wait, help use a comma to end the match. What is going on here? Let me zoom out for a second. Oh. Okay. I'm 100% not using matches right. Whoops. Please just ignore everything I was just doing, because that's wrong. Yeah, so at the end of each of these match blocks, how is this supposed to look? I know it's a comma at the end of each of these. Okay, I'm just gonna comment this out and be like nothing. Print line. Whatever. I think that'll still work. Comment that out quick. I just want to see something happen in here with this. Alright, it's gonna let me do that. Could not compile previous errors. Where are my previous errors? Oh, a little higher up. Rust. Patterns. What? The match value is of type an unsigned 8-bit integer. Ensure that all possible cases are being handled by adding a match arm with the wildcard. Ugh. All right. It wants the wildcard, which I initially put in here and was like, whatever, but we got to do it. Wildcard. It's going to be a bunch of these. And we need something similar in here for this. Wildcard. Inner. I'm embarrassed for myself. This is disgusting. Outer. Cargo run. All right. Well, it did a thing. Okay, so we're getting this gives me assurance. I promise you, peoples. This gives me assurance that I'm not crazy, that I can write a little bit of Rust. All right, let's just flesh all this out. It mostly compiles. Mostly. We shouldn't ever get this wildcard case. So really, I'm just going to write error, found wild, I don't know, found other letters. Get rid of that. So now inside of here, what we need to do is we actually need to like do our scoring. So what would our score look like? I'm still confused. Okay, so now we're back to this. I'm still a bit confused on my scoring. How the heck that even works? Okay. Part of it is because all this junk is so convoluted. So let's look at the example. So this example, the opponent picks rock. We pick paper. So that should be a win. And each one is additional points. So 2 because you chose paper, 6 because you won. Okay. So that's interesting. So 1 for rock, 2 for paper, 3 for scissors. So 1, 2 points. See, this is why we make notes. 3 points. Ay. All right. That's fine. Let's just come in here. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to make a block. We're going to say sum plus equals. Can we do that in Rust? I can't remember. Sum plus. So this one is a tie. Yeah, how the heck how do ties work? Do I get a point for picking rock and the tie points? Tie. Draw. Where else do we talk about draw? If the n was a draw, 0 if you lost, 3 if you get a draw, and 6 if you won. Do I always get... Okay, this is what's confusing. Do I always get points for... let's look at the example again. In the second round, your opponent will choose paper. You should choose rock, X. This ends in a loss. with a score of 1. Oh, so I do even no matter what, I just get points for picking one of the things. So that should just always be a thing. All right, that seems fair. So we get 1 point for picking rock here, and then this is a, we're gonna say rock. We pick rock, and it's a tie. So to tie, we get 3 points. Is that how that works? Is a draw with both players choosing scissors, giving you a score of 3 plus 3 equals 6. So, yeah, that makes sense. All right. Let's flesh this out. I think we're almost there. We pick, what is this one? Paper, and we win. So, yikes. I don't like this program at all. Sum equals sum plus, and how much is paper? 2 is 89. Man, I'm gonna miss something small, and 3 points for a tie. Oh wait, no, we win, so it's 6 points. So in 90, we pick scissors, and rock beats scissors, and we suck. All right. Oops, we need the comma there. That was not right. Sum equals sum plus 3 for picking scissors, and sum equals sum plus. Well, we lost, so we don't have additional points. All right, that seems fine. And we have the rest of this boilerplate to do, so let's, I love to copy and paste, so let's just copy and paste all of this. Bam, bam, whoops. I didn't want to do this originally because it felt really disgusting, like doing a whole iteration of everything across like the entire matrix of possibilities, but we're doing it because I can't think of anything else to do. Sometimes the dumbest, simplest solution is the most efficient to code out because it's just where my brain went. All right, so we have rock done. So next we need 66. Opponent picks paper. So we pick rock. Rock beats paper. No, paper. Oh my God. Paper beats rock, and we suck. So we get 1 point for picking that. We lose because paper. Oh my gosh, paper beats rock. How does freaking rock, paper, scissors work? Yeah. We pick paper, and it's a tie. Great. So we get 2 points for picking that, 3 points for tying. We pick scissors, which beats that, so we win. 3 points for picking scissors, and 6 points for winning. Save and quit that. All right, we're trucking along. We pick scissors. Scissors is 67. Excellent, excellent. We pick rock, and it's a tie. There's going to be a bug in here. There's 100% going to be a bug in here. So we pick rock, and we lose. Lost. So we don't get any... Wait. Rock wins against scissors. We win. And we need to add 6 points to our running total. We pick paper, and we lost. Okay. So we don't get any points there, but we get 2 for picking paper, picking scissors, and we tie, which is also 3 points. Aye. Okay. Error. Found wild card in first column. All right. I don't know. Print line. So this is just where we want to just slap out the sum. Call it good. Cargo. Run. Send it. All right. There's a number. Wish me luck. Let's see. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. First try. Man. 0 bugs. Complete win. 100%. First try. Sort of first try. Man, y'all, I swear I was like, there's gonna be a bug somewhere in this like mess. Just complaining about standard IO. We don't need that. Yeah, look at that. Cool. Let's continue to part 2. That is what I'm talking about. Ugh, more stuff. Okay. The elf finishes helping with the tent and sneaks back over to you. The second column says how the round needs to end. X means you need to lose. Oh. Alright. Part 2. Make some notes. So X means you need to lose, Y means you need to end the round in a draw, and Z means you win. Alright. So X, this should be hopefully an easy transition. Equals, what does X means you need to lose? Lost. Y equals tie. Z win. Alright. Total score is still calculated in the same way, but now you need to figure out what shape to choose so the round ends as indicated. Oh no. Yeah, we're gonna have to change a bunch of stuff. The example now goes like this. In the first round, your opponent will choose rock. You need to round to end in a draw, so you will choose rock. This gives you a score of 1 plus 3 equals 4. Okay. That's not too bad, actually. Now that you're correctly deciphering the Ultra Top Secret Strategy Guide, you should get a total score of 12. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I actually don't think this will be too hard to decipher. We're getting there. Man, I gotta get to work soon. Let me check my calendar to make sure I'm not gonna miss any early meetings. Oh, my calendar is clear. Okay. Huzzah. All right, so now we're still gonna do all this stuff. We're gonna open the file. We're gonna parse the file. We're gonna go through each line. We're going to pick it apart as bits or as bytes. So the opponent picks rock. And now this all changes. So now we yikes. I can't Vim today. We need to lose. Yeah, is that how you say that? With X. So that means, oh my gosh. Okay, so they picked rock with picking, what loses against rock? Paper? So paper gives us 2 points. Oh, it's going to get so disgusting. And we don't get anything. We need to tie with picking, also picking rock. So picking rock gives us 1 point, and we get 3. Okay, so we just have to go through the matrix. That shouldn't be too bad. I know, very exciting content. Very exciting. We need to win with picking paper. Wait. No, paper is not what loses here. Scissors lose here. All words I can't spell today. And scissors is 3 points. Scissors is 3 points that we pick. Rock beats scissors. We need to tie with picking rock. Yep, that makes sense. Rock gives us 1 point. Tie is 3. We need to win by picking paper. Yeah, paper covers the rock. I remember that from elementary school. So we pick paper and we win, which gives us 6 points. And paper itself is 2. Okay, that makes sense. We're getting there. Opponent picks paper. Oh, goodness. This is going to be a slog. We need to lose with picking rock. Rock is 1 point that we pick. No additional points. I'm just going to do that. We need to tie with fucking paper. All right, we're getting there. Paper is 2 points. Tie. We pick. So this one is almost. That's actually really interesting. This one didn't really change. We need to pick. We need to win with picking scissors. Scissors is 3 points. We get 6 points out of that. So opponent picks scissors. We pick rock. Man, I'm going to need to like sit down and go through this because there's definitely got to be a better way to do this. Maybe not. Maybe, I mean, that's always the joy. That's the joy of admin and code, is feeling like a doofus and then finding a better way. Opponent picks scissors. We pick rock and we win. So now we need to lose by picking what loses against scissors. Paper. Paper is 2 points. Don't get any. We need to tie by picking. Also picking scissors. So tying is 3 points. Yeah, I hope y'all were able to follow along even a little bit. To win by picking rock. And rock is 1 point. We get 6 points for winning. Okay. Cargo, run, send it. That is slightly different. That is the score. Let's throw it in there. And that is day 2. That is day 2 in the bag. Holy crap. I feel like a doofus. Avanico, day 2, Reddit. Let's see what the people's did. Let's see, sort by best. I feel like doing like the matrix of solutions is just dumb. Python, using a simple lookup trick for both parts. What? Okay. Sure. This is sort of what I did, is just built like a really gross big match table. That's some Python magic though. I don't even want to look into that. Did anyone do Rust? Rust. After a while, I found a simple numeric relationship between the inputs and outputs. If you treat rock, paper, and scissors as 0, 1, and 2. Sure. Man, this is too big brain for me. So they're parsing it, part 1, part 2. A lot of ours was boilerplate. Okay. Some of these, there's an emoji code one. Oh man, gross. Oh, gross. Or for the fans. Okay. Well, that is day 2. That's basically the stream. That's the solution. What a fun time. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna stream too much more, since that's pretty much all of it. But I want to do a few more of these for, the Advent code. I hope I have time and energy to get through all of this months, because man, it's a slog. It's a lot of fun though. It's definitely a good way to like learn, and it builds a picture if you do it all, which is really Advent code is not it's not the code that we wrote. It's all the friends and family we. Oh yikes! Oh, my mic stand just broke. Well, that's it. That's the stream. Look at this. Freaking A. All right. It's been fun. I'm sorry for the loud explosion noises, but I will catch y'all's hopefully tomorrow. Bye. How do I stop streaming? Here we go. All right, bye.